So it's saying there are more children of the desolate. We know the future and the hope of Babylon is desolation, and her children desolate. Edom's wicked children desolate. These wicked nations that's following him desolate. So more are the children of the desolate. There will be many desolate. There will be many of our people also not separating themselves from the abomination, from the filth of the people, from the pollution of the people and of the land. And they also will be mixed up with the children of the desolate. Then the children of the married woman, says Yahuwah, enlarge the place of your tent. He's saying, enlarge your place. It's too small. They shrunk his borders. Enlarge your place. Enlarge the place of your tent and let them stretch out the curtains of your dwellings. Stretch it out. Expand. Become larger. He says, do not spare, lengthen your course and strengthen your stakes. For you shall expand to the right and to the left. You're going to expand. Why? Because the children are coming back. And you must make room for them. He said expand from the left and to the right. And your descendants will inherit the nations and will make the desolate cities inhabited. How is it that these cities got desolate? And how is it that these people, how is it they're still living? Someone is being delivered. Someone is being saved. Do not fear, for you will not be ashamed. Some of us will be ashamed, and some of us will not be ashamed. Most of us, remember the children are desolate are many. Most of us will be ashamed. And this is, how can I say this? It seems as if it shouldn't be, but there's always just a remnant. There's always just a remnant of the Most High's people that end up doing what he commands, doing what's right. So you will not be ashamed, neither be disgraced, for you will not be put to shame. Again, many will be put to shame. But then there are some that won't be put to shame, nor for you will not forget the shame of your youth. So there was a youthful time when you were shamed. There were youthful time we were shamed. And will not remember the reproach of your widowhood anymore. For your maker is your husband. Yahuwah of hosts is his name. And your redeemer. The Kadash one of Yasharal. He is called the mighty one of the whole earth. Once again, the earth is in his hands. He created it. It belongs to him. For Yahuwah has called you like a woman forsaken and grieved in Ruach, like a youthful wife when you were refused, says the Almighty. For a mere moment I have forsaken you. The Most High said he forsaken us. He forsaken the land for a mere moment. Of course, this is not a moment to us. We don't look at it as a mere moment. We came out of the land of Babylon over here within the borders. It's for a mere moment. And we think it's too long. And we go back. It took too long. But that must not have been true. We've been over there 5 years and it hasn't happened. We've been over there 10 years and nothing happened. And they went back. He says, for mere moment I have forsaken you, but with great favor I will gather you. With a little wrath I hid my face from you for a moment. So he's saying he hid from us for a moment, but with everlasting kindness I will have favor upon you, says Yahuwah, your Redeemer. For this is like the waters of Noah to me, as the days of Noah were. This is like the waters of Noah. Well, how was the waters of Noah? The waters of Noah, it was terrifying to Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives, and every last animal on the ship. That water was terrifying. So what is the Most High talking about? The wickedness that's in the earth is looked at as the waters of Noah to him. He's going to deal with it. Don't worry. The rebellious people that come against his word. Oh, he didn't say that. That's not what the word says. Those wicked ones that's adding to the word and taking away from the word. Don't worry about the borders. You keep talking about those borders. Don't be worried about the borders. Just keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. This is just like the waters of Noah to him. For I have sworn that the waters of Noah would no longer cover the earth. See, he's sworn the waters of Noah will no longer cover the earth. Meaning, the wickedness, the darkness that's covering the earth now, it's covering the earth. He says it will no longer cover the earth. He's going to put his foot down. And when the Most High puts his foot down, many of us, we are not going to like it. We're going to say, I thought you were going to do it another way. Why did you do it this way? Why didn't the spaceships come and get us? Why we didn't get raptured out of here? Why did you do it this way? Why did you deliver us this way? Not understanding how he works. And they're going to fall in the darkness with the rest of the crowd. Remember, woe be unto you if you in the midst of a large crowd. A large crowd should scare you if you know scripture. We have churches with tens of thousands of members. Tens of thousands. We have camps with thousands of members, some tens of thousands of members. Woe be unto you within large numbers. You don't understand this? You want to be in amongst a small number. When it's you and your family, and you doing something where there's a small number, now you on the right track. Because with the numbers come woe. So he said, I sworn that I would not be angry with you, nor rebuke you. For the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed, but my kindness shall not depart from you. We departed from him. He turned and left us. But he's going to return. We return to him, and he's going to return to us. And when he returned to us, his kindness comes with him. Nor shall my covenant of shalom be removed, says Yahuwah, who has favor on you. Oh, you afflicted one, are you not the afflicted one? Are you not having troubles and trials and tribulations and problems? Oh, you afflicted one. If not, you're not the afflicted one. Tossed with tempest, we're tossed in every land in the earth. You will find our people. We're tossed. And as I said, we have no borders. According to the governments, we have no borders. And your Babylonian teachers are not going to tell you this. They're going to tell you to stay in the land of the United States. Stay in this border. And let Edom rule over us. And we just remain slaves. Captive slaves. And they have the nerve to go in the streets like the regular people and protest. You know they set them up to do this. They're camps protest now? They proclaim on their teaching, I've heard on their teaching lessons, we've been in the streets for years. We've been marching since Dr. King, the 60s. And nothing has changed. We're still dying in mass numbers. We're still being murdered. We're still being killed. Nothing's changed. Our kids are being killed. No one cares. And we go back to sleep. We see it. We get upset and go right back to sleep. Forget who died. He said, oh, you afflicted one, tossed with tempest and not comforted. Look at this. No one, our people not comforted in America. And let me say it. Your Babylonian teachers, they giving you a false comfort. They telling you shalom, shalom. When the scripture says there will be no shalom for you. There will be no shalom for you. And so the people feel comforted. And they get comfortable in captivity. And when weak people within the borders see them comfortable in captivity, they leave the borders over here and go back to the borders of Babylon, that leaves us. That's why the Most High is asking you, is Babylon's border greater than our border? That's why we've been asked in Scripture, are these borders greater than our borders? So watch this. You don't know, you have to see it in Scripture. Here it is. Behold, I lay your stones with colorful gems and lay your foundations with sapphire. I will make your pinnacles of rubies, your gates of crystal. And all your walls precious stones. See, our people want to hear this. They want to hear and see this. But when you think America's, Babylon's border greater than our borders, you're not going to see this. Judgment. This is what you will see. Brace yourself for judgment. And some of you told me about the dream you had. And you see yourself dying. You see yourself you're dying. You see fire. You're going into the earth of fire. This is Shaul. It's opening its mouth for you. And it's going to swallow you. And you go back to that. Then that will be your fate. I have to say it. That will be your fate. Your gates of crystals, your walls precious stones. All your children shall be taught by Yahuwah. So why are we fighting? If you believe Ahiah is his name, I have no fight with you. If you believe Jordan is where we should be, I have no fight with you. Because the day will come when Yahuwah is going to teach us. We will be taught. He will have the righteous men teach us. And we know he's going to teach us in the wilderness. So if you don't make it to the wilderness, you have no fight. And the people the Babylonian teachers, they love to debate. And all they're doing, when they debate, and if they win the debate or if they lose the debate, but especially if they win the debate. If they win the debate, that equals more followers. More followers equals more money. And the people are taking these debates as entertainment. And the Most High going to say, away with me, all of you. You sons of Shaul. This is how he look at us. You sons of Shaul. You followers of Shaul. Those same people follow Shaul. They follow his teaching. They're teaching for money. They're getting rich. They are followers of Shaul. And the Most High is saying Shaul will be your home. You will end up in Shaul. And then you have to answer the question, how did it happen? I proclaimed to be a Hebrew Israelite. Came out of Christianity in the truth now. I had the way. I taught many people. But you end up in Shaul. Your children taught by Yahuwah. And great shall be the shalom of your children. So we sing shalom coming from within the borders. And to answer the question, no way Babylon borders greater than our borders. Stop looking at the outside. And look at the scripture. Look at it through the eyes of the Most High. When you start looking from the eyes of the Most High, you will see righteousness and wickedness. And you can easily choose which one you want to be a part of. He says, in righteousness you shall be established. In righteousness you shall be established. You shall be far from oppression. In Babylon, you're in oppression. And over here, we are far from oppression. For you shall not fear, because the Most High will be with us. If you are in Babylon, you should fear your life daily. If the police pull you over, you don't know if you're going to make it home. That day he may feel trigger happy. You don't know when your life is going to be snapped out of here. Our people are dying younger now than ever before. And from terror. For it shall not come near you. Why? Because you separated yourself from the abominations of the people and the abominations of the land. And you made up in your mind that the Most High border is greater than Babylon's border. Indeed, they shall surely assemble, but not because of me. Whoever assembles against you shall fall for your sake. The ones in the borders will be protected. And the ones in the border needs to know this. We need to know. We need to know and understand. He has malaks to protect the righteous within his borders.